Hi, Poema. I have your quiz here. Sorry it took me a couple days to get back to you. So the first question that you missed says, while shopping at a clearance sale, Samantha finds a $60 dress on sale for 25% off. Samantha also has a 50% off coupon. Which state bank correctly summarizes her savings? So when we have two types of discounts, first the sale and then a coupon, the coupon is always on the discounted price of the dress. So the first thing you have to do is find 20% off of the dress. What's that going to be? So remember, when you're trying to find the percent of a number, we're going to take 60 and we're going to multiply it by the percent as a decimal. So then you can grab a calculator. 60 times 0.25 is $15. So the dress is first going to be $15 off, which is going to make the dress $45. Now we want to take the 50% off coupon. So we're taking 50% of 45. So now we're going to do 45 times 0.50, or just 0.5. And we're going to get $22.50. So again, that's the discount. That's what she'll get off of the dress. Since it's half off, we want to subtract that number, and we're going to get $22.50. So the question is, how much, it looks like the answer is here, how much will she save? So she saved $15, and then she saved $22.50. So when we add those together, we get this second option here, $37.50. Question 3, if Adam orders a book from store X, how much will he owe to the nearest cent? The tax rate only applies to the cost of the book. So you can see store X is that first store listed. The cost of the book is $17. The tax rate is 6%, and the shipping is 10% of the cost of the book. So here we're going to go ahead and calculate 10% of the cost of the book, and then the 6% as well. So it doesn't matter which discount you do first, or which increase you do first here. So the tax rate, we have to do this twice. Whoops. So the tax rate, $17 times 0.06, that will tell us how much extra we have to pay for tax. And then for shipping, it says it's just on the cost of the book, so that doesn't include the tax. So 17 times 0.06 is $1.02, and 17 times 0.1 is 170. So the question is, how much will he owe? So he's going to owe the 17 for the cost of the book, the $1.02, which was the tax, and the $1.70 for shipping. And when you add all of that together, you get $19.72. Remember that percents don't work. It looks like you added 10 cents and 6 cents, but we have to find the percent of the number. So you have to multiply to find out how much that's going to be. Question 5. Each hour, the number of bacteria in Dr. Null's Petri dish tripled. What percent is the population compared to the population the hour before? And so on this one, if you're doubling, that's an increase of 100%. And if you're tripling, that would be another 100%. And so the 100% would be the first amount, right? There was 100% to begin with. Then it increased by 100% for like doubling, but then there's another 100% for tripling. So that would be 300%. Andrew and Kate have $30 to spend on dinner, tax, and gratuity at Moe's restaurant. Tax is 6%, and they will give a 15% tip on the total bill after taxes. Their dinner costs, let me move that out of the way, $21. Which statement correctly explains whether Andrew and Kate have enough money to pay their bill? So when we're going to find out this, here's the part we really want to make sure we understand. 15% on the total bill after taxes. So first we have to calculate the tax. We're going to take 21, multiplying it by 0.06, and I want you to focus right here on this correct answer. So they multiply it by 1.06, and that saves you the step from having to add at the end. So where I have been multiplying by the percent and then adding, if you just multiply it by 106%. The 100 indicates that $21, and then you would also be adding in 6%. And then you get, it looks like $22.26. If I had just multiplied by 0.06, I would have gotten $1.26, and then when I add that back to 21, you could see that you'd still get $22.26. Then we're going to take that amount, and again, I've been multiplying it by just 0.15, but multiplying by 1.15 prevents you from having to add at the end, so it kind of saves you a step. And then it looks like that is $25.60. And it looks like on your answer choice, you just picked the $30 one. That's what they had to spend on dinner. So we were trying to make sure that whatever we got after their bill, which was $21, that's the number we should be using. We see that they did have enough money. Question 8, Marley. I don't know how to say that. Marley posted a story on her blog. On the first day, there were 80 responses, and on the second day, there were 180 responses. What percent is the increase? What percent is the increase of the original number of responses? 80. Okay, so when you're going to do percent increase or decrease, there's actually a formula you can follow. You're going to take the bigger number minus the smaller number, and then you're going to divide it by the original. And I'm not sure if they show this formula, but so we're going to take 180 minus 80, and we're going to divide that by the original or the first number of responses, 80. So that's 100 divided by 80. And again, you can grab a calculator, and you're going to get 1.25. Remember, that's a decimal, and when we convert it to a percent, we get 125%. 100% increase just doubles things. Remember from that Petri dish example previously. So if there were 80 responses and then 160, that would double. That is 100% increase. But it actually increased by more than 100% because it's more than double. Okay, then the last question here says, Artie posted a comment on her blog. Each day, the number of responses to her comment was 125% of the number she received on the previous day. Let me move this out of the way again. If there were 64 responses the first day, how many were there on the fourth day? So each day it's going to increase by 125%. So there's a couple of different methods here. You can take that first 64 and then figure out what 25% of that is. So then you know how much it went up. Remember, doubling is 100%. In addition, so this didn't double, it's only 125%. 100% is the original number of responses. So if we take 64%, or excuse me, 25% of 64, 64 divided by 413, is that 16? Yeah, that's 16. So the second day, day 2, we're at 64 plus 16, so that's 80 messages. And now we're going to take 80 times 0.25 again, and that's 20. So now on day 3, we have 80 plus 20, which is 100. And now we want to take 100 times 0.25, and that's 25. And now we add that 100 from day 3 to 25, and this is going to be day 4, for 125 messages. I'm going to go ahead and try to find a video that I also have about like real world type percent problems, and you're welcome to watch that and see if that helps also. I will add, or you actually have another attempt on the quiz, so I don't think I need to add any retakes. You can just go in and retake it. Let me know if you have any other questions.